conflicts in basketball that you don't have in football for a variety of reasons. The basketball culture has always been a little more worship and star-driven. And so, players are feeling themselves. Also in the NBA, guys get to the league earlier. They have these massive shoe deals. So they're just worshipped by fans. They're worshipped by, shoe companies. It's just a reality of the culture of the NBA is different. And it's fine. It succeeds, and the NFL's got a different culture where you're not getting paid. You're going to college probably for 4 years. You're going to get beat up. The coach is going to yell at you. And even if you're Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, you could be cut. It's just a different league and a different culture. And because of that, the NBA, it's a delicate, you walk on eggshells a little with your stars. How many of them don't get along? Embiid and Simmons do not get along. Westbrook and Harden didn't work. Westbrook and Durant didn't work. Harden and Chris Paul didn't work. KD and Draymond didn't work. Kyrie and everybody didn't work. Jimmy Butler didn't work in Chicago, Philadelphia, and Minnesota. Paul George and the rest of the Clippers, according to the Athletic story yesterday, didn't get along. A lot of drama, a lot of chaos with stars. This is another reason. This is another thing that LeBron is way better than Michael Jordan at. LeBron's very much like Magic. He gets along with everybody. That doesn't mean he loves all of his coaches, but he wins with all of them. Michael Jordan fought with friends. He dumped Charles Barkley. Michael Jordan fought with coaches. He fought with opponents. He fought with teammates. He punched teammates. I mean, you watch that documentary, it was just an enemies list. I mean, and by the way, Michael's great, but Michael built up walls and borders and fences, and Michael kept people at bay. Even now, he's kind of private. He keeps people at a distance. He's got a tight circle of friends, and that's it, and nobody penetrates it. That's his personality. LeBron's more like Magic. He works with everybody. He works with stars. He worked with Bosh. He worked with Love. He worked with D-Wade. The only one he hasn't worked with, and oh, by the way, he won a title with him, Kyrie Irving. So they worked for a while, but Kyrie left, and Kyrie has been, I think this is fair, difficult to get along with a lot of people. But Michael, this is the difference. Michael burns, and you heard this during the documentary, Michael burns people out. He just is so tireless and so intense and so relentless, he burned people out. In fact, Michael burned himself out. He retired twice. Michael burned Michael out. LeBron is happy. And this is what's scary for the NBA. LeBron and Anthony Davis are the couple everybody else is jealous of. They get along better than you, and they work better than you. I mean, do you really think KD and Kyrie are going to be together in 4 years? Embiid and Simmons are going to be together in 2? John Wall and Harden? I mean, let's be honest about this. From day one, LeBron and Anthony Davis worked perfectly. It was insane. We would go on this show, Joey and I, and be like, wait a minute, it's a whole new team. Even D-Wade and LeBron, best friends, took 17 games. They were like 8-9 or 9-8, and it was clunky. There were a lot of times that LeBron and D-Wade and Bosh, it felt like, well, you're marginalizing Bosh, and D-Wade and LeBron do the same thing, and it's Wade County, and LeBron and AD were like brothers, best friends, game 2. And, you start looking at all these teams putting these stars together, and there's an article yesterday in The Athletic that, that Paul George Kawhi thing, we didn't think it was great. It was way worse than that. You start putting these stars together. LeBron's not only a better player, he's got more self-awareness. He's a better teammate. It's got to be discouraging for the rest of the NBA.